What's up guys, Hades here. So I got this message from Pan just after our IB match. I'm a little late to make this video, but I wanted to teach him even more. He said he learned a ton, and we continued to talk a bit after that, but I don't want to share everything. But I am going to jump into the replay and share some details you might not have noticed. So let's jump into that replay. Okay, here we are in the replay. We were playing against Lit. Now, I want to talk just about the early game and kind of, the thumbnail, the clickbait of this video. I looked at bot lane, or tower 4, and I noticed it just wasn't enough action. We already had plenty of players, and I felt we were going to do fine. And so, this was completely off script, not in the plan at all. I had no idea he was going here, and I relocated here. And it looks like a suicide mission. Like, really, it looks bleak. It's a 2 versus 10. And you probably clicked on this video because it says 2 versus 10. But we're actually going to break down maybe the first 5 minutes, the nitty gritty, why this matters. So, what I'm doing is playing with a very strong player. We have elite builds, but none of that matters. What matters is what we're gonna do, okay? I pause it here for a reason. First, you see him, Snowy, bringing me a march. Why? I'm saying I'm going full out. I need reinforcements. So he gives me reinforcements. Why is this important? I'm not being greedy and I'm not asking for them for no reason. The reason is my proximity is much closer to 4 players and his is much closer to only 1, right? These 4 players can all hit me, and only this player can realistically hit him. And if any of these players choose to hit him, I have the time to react and help him. So as you watch, you're gonna see a lot more of his marches going into my castle than mine going into his, and that's the main reason. Now, why am I sending out all my marches? Because in week 2, you really only can have like 1 decent march and maybe 2, but it's not that strong yet. It's really hard to get enough skills that make sense with swaps. And the 3rd and 4th team do nothing. Well, I'm looking for chip damage, free damage, and you're gonna start to see it becomes real, okay? I have to keep my main in my tower quite a bit. I am getting rallied constantly. They do a good job rallying. However, their rallies need to come from either White Cheddar or Zayna. Why? Again, proximity is so important. If White Cheddar sends the rally on me, then it's gonna land 5 or 6 seconds faster than if you send it, right? And I saw you send the first one, but if you are the rally leader, you're actually wasting your potential hits on me, okay? Now, I didn't get a defense in for Snowy because I was going too far on the attacking. And once we saw that they switched, I switched gears. And then we moved closer to the proximity, right? You see how we know we're stronger? So he moves out of this rally. He sees the rally on himself, relocates out of the rally, closer to me, closer in proximity. Now we can go back and forth with each other. I've still only taken 1 hit and he's taken 1 rally. So we're burning away at the same target and we call for it. We say in our call, right? We're in a Discord call. If you guys aren't in a Discord call, you need to be in a Discord call. We've already killed 1. We're about to port a second one. And now that 2 versus 10 has turned into a 2 versus 8. Excuse me, a 3 versus 8. And then we just keep pushing forward, right? We decide on who to hit and who to target, and then we move forward. Now it's Jack and Des. And as soon as they're done, we're gonna move forward again, right? It's this instinctual part of our DNA. Now this was kind of the binding moment. This has to be something that's tightened up. Never, ever, ever should the opponent be allowed to relocate in front of your face, especially if they have a better march. This has to be killed every single time, 10 times out of 10. Takes 3 hits, any 3 hits of a full march to clear a relocation. But you can see The pressure was so much, they weren't expecting it. But again, the kind of the key word here is proximity. When I send a march out, it takes 15 to 20 seconds to get there and 15 to 20 back unless I recall it, which I was only recalling my mate. But if I can get right next to them, that's when I'm going to be dangerous, because now my 15-second marches only take a few seconds and then it just collapses, right? And you can see from this point on, it completely collapses. They're not defending the way they should. They have, it's where the panic sets in. It's where the reinforcements come in. And then the game really, really falls apart. So, things to clean up. First, you have to get tags down correctly. People need to relocate around the tower in a L. And I'll show you. We did it very well here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then blocking around it, right? Obviously, there was an error here. It happens. But you have to have perfect relocations. Proximity to your teammates means faster rallies, means faster garrisons, etc., right? These gaps are death. That is a huge, huge problem. Second, rallies have to be quick and they have to come from the people in front. 1, 2, or 3. They should have been the rally leaders. Everyone else should be joining with the main, because these players in the back are not under threat. And that third thing is you cannot let the opponents push forward. You have to block the reloads. You have to kill the reloads. Whatever it is, sometimes you just have to stall a position. Even if you're weaker, stalling a position for longer time gives you a better opportunity to win. These are 3 of the absolute key fundamentals you need to be developing and practicing with your teammates every single week. I hope you guys have a little more success in your future matches. If you do like these kind of videos, or you want me to watch one of your videos, or you have any other questions, make sure to leave a comment so I can address those in another future video. Catch you guys in the next one.